Hey, it's your girl Chandra, and as promised, I promised that I will pop in with a little video and give you a little updates about what's going on with me, and also to share about something that has happened that's really tragic and has got me thinking, and it just really has got me stuck a little bit, and I just want to just share a little bit about it, and in hopes of helping somebody. So that's my husband. All right. Well, young Ray, whatever. Anyway, that's my boo. We're about to go out to eat, but I just wanted to pop in and just share a couple of things. Number one, I know I be in and out of Facebook, and it's not because I'm going through anything. It's because I just would rather live my life than watch other people live theirs. And that's just basically what it is. I have my days where I can be on Facebook for 10, 15 days straight. And then after that, I'm kind of burnt out. I get burnt out with social media real fast because it's a lot of information coming all the time. And it's a big time waster. And I'm not good with, you know, with Facebook. I know that's a struggle of mine, so I don't even mess with it like that. So even in the last couple of days, I've been on there a couple of hours at a time, and that's not me. And I'm good to recognize it, so I have to get off. I'm not good with it, y'all. But I just love that intimate time that I have away. I don't like to share everything, but when I do, I like to experience what I'm being in a moment and being present, and then I like to share. Ray often gets mad at me because when we're out, I am on Facebook sharing pictures about what we're doing, and I would often get mad because I'm like, I want to share the picture. This is where we are. This is what we're doing, and he would say, I don't mind you sharing the picture, but let's get through doing what we're doing first. And now I understand what he's talking about. I love being in the moment. I love being present with him and my children. And that's why I pop in and out of Facebook. I'm going to try to do better because it is some things that I want to do. It is some messages that I want to put out in the world. And the only way I'm going to do that is I got to show up. I gotta get on here, but I just have to do it in a way that it is managed and it is written in my schedule where it doesn't where it doesn't affect the time that I spend with my family. You know, if you know me, I value family over just about everything. So it matters to me what they think, how they feel, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that part of my life. I'm in grad school. Killing me. It's killing me, but it's challenging me, and I know that I'm becoming a better person because of grad school. I'm from the hood, and you could have never thought you could have never told me that I was going to be somebody's wife, or that I was going to be a college graduate, or that I was going to be a nurse or a counselor or anything like that. And it's very challenging, but it's holding me accountable to myself, and it's holding me accountable to my family, and that's what I love about school the most. So that's another reason why I'm not on Facebook as much, because I really have to focus on school. You got presentations, you got papers, and they require a lot of energy. Sometimes I go stir crazy, but what I like the most about grad school is that I found my focus. So most of my presentations and papers are done about African American women and their relationships, and their relationships with their daughters. And I find it quite interesting because I don't only do it for African American women. I really compare over different cultures how mothers and daughters operate. That's with Chinese, Mexican, European, Caucasian, whatever. I get to see how we. So seeing how mothers interact over cultures really give me a perspective on how mothers and daughters interact in the African American community. I do find out that we value our mothers the most. It's the most important relationship in our lives, and when that relationship is not good, we struggle. We struggle in other relationships. So I research a lot about attachment theories, and look at her being a scholar and shit. Anyway, I just had to say that. But anyway, it just feels good to stretch my mind and stretch my thoughts, and it really makes me feel good that when I finished, I'm going to be able to go into the urban community and help other moms, strengthen their family, because even though the fathers are the leader of the families, women help keep those families to get together. And you can't keep your family together unless your mind is right. And hey, honey. Hi. We're recording a video. But see, that's why I can't go live, because
it's okay.
I guess. But anyway, just to wrap things up, that's it about grad school. It's challenging and I'm loving it, but it's real stressful. So I really don't have the time that I want to have. But this is the season I'm in. You want it all, but you have to be realistic and say, hey, I'm in this season of school. I'm in this season of sharing. I'm not in this season of making a sales page or selling a product. But the season I'm in is just simply sharing information, sharing what I know, helping another mom conquer, and get through her struggles. That's the season I'm in. And Ray just sitting over here being so quiet and looking so nice. Looks so handsome. It's Barbershop Thursday, y'all. But anyway, and to reflect on my classmate who took her own life Saturday. And I found out the details yesterday while I was in class. It hurts because I could have easily been her a couple of years ago. I can remember being depressed, so depressed that I couldn't get out of bed, so depressed that I didn't want to comb my hair, so depressed that I didn't want to eat, so depressed that I couldn't go to church. I watched my family go to church every Sunday, and I just could not. I did not have the strength to get out of bed because I was so depressed. I was guilt-ridden. I was full of shame, and I just couldn't do it. But I had a lot of people in my life that held me accountable and made sure that I knew that I had a life to live and I had a family to live for, and that I needed to get back up and get back in the game. Everybody don't have that. So I just want to encourage any mom out there who is personally struggling with anything, guilt, shame, resentment. It's easy to say, let it go. Yeah, and not so much, real friends, because it's hard to share the ugly parts of your life with friends sometimes. And sometimes friends can't help us because they haven't been there or they don't have the tools that we need to get through stuff. And that's where a therapist and a counselor comes into play. Back in the day, a couple of years ago, you tell me to go to counseling, I'd be like, screw you. I got God, I got prayer. I don't need a counselor. I think totally different today. A lot of us need to sit down across from someone who is trained to deal with the stuff that you're going through, to put it in perspective. Because if you could do it by yourself, you would do it by yourself. So I encourage you to reach out, get help, join support groups, just talk to somebody. Just start by having a conversation, because when you isolate yourself, you fall into a black hole. And sometimes some of us can't get out of that black hole. Just like my classmate. She was dealing with a whole bunch of past childhood trauma. And she was struggling with the relationship with her kids. And we connected instantly because I share her pain. I know how it feels to not have that relationship you want with your kids and yearn for that and try to do all you can, but nothing you do seems to work. I know how that feels. And shame is real. Guilt is real. It will take over your life. And if you don't have people in your life to say that you can make it, encourage you to keep going, encourage you to go see somebody, then it could easily be you too. So this has been my message. And just be encouraged. Be encouraged and raise your hand and reach out and do whatever you need to do, because you're here for a reason, and God created your beautiful life for a reason. And there's things you got to do. So you can't give up and you can't give in. And it's going to be okay. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week. But joy comes in the morning. And joy comes when you activate your faith and when you get up and say, I'm better than this, I'm bigger than this, and I'm going to fight this thing. Even when it hurts, even when it seems like nothing's going to change, that you're going to stay faithful to yourself, to your family, whatever that may be. So I didn't want this to be a long video, but I knew it was going to be. I'm a talker. That's what I do, and I'm about to get paid to talk, so I love talking because it's therapeutic. It allows me to free up trapped emotions, so that's why I like to talk. It comes natural. And I just want to thank my husband for sitting right here in the video with me. He messed up my other video, so I made him sit right here. But we're about to head out to lunch, and anyway, that's my piece.
Till next time, folks.
No.